Because sleep is something most of us do automatically, parents don't often think about the fact that they're teaching their child a skill that's going to stay with them for life. It's important to remember that all children are different. We're all unique, and we all have different needs when it comes to settling to sleep. What works for one child may not work for another, even within the same family. So tuning into your child to determine what relaxes and calms them, or perhaps what makes them fearful at night, will help you to reflect and think about and understand what will work best for them, responding to them, reassuring them.
Baby needs to be fed once to 2 hours. You've told it in the hospital, so you know what to expect. But you're not told after they stop feeding, they might still continue to wake up. So,
and did you find,
having not known anyone that's had a child that that doesn't sleep very well at all, it was quite a shock.
Yeah.
But he wakes up quite often.
Regularly.
Yeah. So in general, it's every 2 hours, 2-3 hours.
You know, when you're measuring the weight, he obviously was going for his weight checks, and then one of the time the weight was low and it wasn't increasing. So I think that the advice we were given is to continue breastfeeding him, more and more. And I think at that point, Lela became quite paranoid that, oh, he's not gaining weight. And then sometimes in the middle of the night, because obviously when Lela feeds him, she has to transition from where she's feeding him to the cot. So in that process, if she puts him down, he sometimes just wakes up. And then, when I go, it sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't work.
I find it very difficult to manage my emotions and my feelings, and I'm very upset, and so yeah, it's obviously no good on both of us. And I can only imagine that when he wakes up in the middle of the night and he sees himself probably in the dark on his own in his bed, he's obviously wondering where everyone is and why is it so quiet. So it's probably a bit difficult from this perspective for him, I guess, to understand that he's safe and we're around, we're sleeping, and he can go back to sleep safely.
It's really important to talk to parents about sleeping when their child gets to 1 year plus, and we talk about the separation between parents and children. So we have that physical separation where children will go to sleep in a different room, and then we have to talk to them about that emotional separation that they also might be feeling very anxious about. We talk to them about the baby brain and go through that process of containment to talk to them about how they're feeling, any worries or concerns they might have, any anxiety they might have, because now that their baby's in a different room to them, they can express some fear about putting their baby in a different room. We would always advocate that parents and children, it's really important that sleep is pivotal to them for happiness and for their self-worth, their self-being and their self-esteem. When both parents are feeling very tired, then that can cause depression, anxiety, and that can heighten that, the anxiety about separating at night time.
The Solihull approach is about recognising emotions in parents and children and supporting parents to tune into their child who's growing and developing faster than at any other time in their lives. The world of a small child is rapidly changing for them as they discover new things every day. They learn about what's safe and unsafe from their parents, family, and other trusted carers. And while the way they express themselves is still very infantile, they're learning about emotions and how they work, how to manage them. And they'll pick up on emotional cues around them, tuning in to any messages about whether it's safe and okay to be separate. So, if a parent feels overwhelmed, is exhausted, has worries about sleep themselves, they may find it more difficult to convey that sense of security to their child. Checking in on your own emotional well-being can make a big difference, and talking through with a close friend or relative about how you might be feeling and experiencing sleep. For example, whether the situation stirs any of your own memories, from the past can really help. Professional advice may be considered if events are frequent and if they began around known stressors, or if significant or persistent stresses are present.